Mi nombre es William Font, nací en Chicago en el 1959 y a la edad de los probablemente 4 o 5 años mi familia se mudó a Puerto Rico. Entonces en el 2007 mi hermano me habló de un proyecto en Oklahoma sobre Santa Fe South Charter Schools, que sí, pues quería hacer algo diferente. Y bueno, en aquel momento me dije, ¿por qué no? Y he sido maestro en esta escuela desde entonces. Oklahoma es un lugar muy tranquilo y la gente es muy buena. Como digo, no tiene playas, no tiene siempre el cielo azul, pero la vida es mucho más tranquila. El próximo día cuando me levanté para venir a trabajar a la escuela, primeramente el clima estaba bien pesado. Recuerdo que le dije a mi hijo que estaba en mi casa, mira qué raro está el cielo. Estás en shock, yo en shock, ¿qué es esto?
¿Usted piensa que las familias hispanas en Oklahoma están preparadas para este clima?
Yo pienso que no.
A national study released after the 2013 tornadoes found that the Latino community did not have enough information to stay safe during the storms. In fact, during the El Reno tornado, Samuel C. Fuentes and his family of 7 from Guatemala took refuge in a drainage ditch. They were killed when a flash flood swept them away. Because they didn't have tornado information in their language, they didn't know where to go to be safe.
We're ready to go.
All right, let's do this thing. I was raised in an immigrant community, and a lot of these people have never seen tornadoes or hail or very extreme thunderstorms in the past. And, there was a common sentiment that everyone was scared of them. And I just wanted to kind of find a way to get into it a little bit more, learn a little bit more about the phenomenon so that, we wouldn't be as scared and know exactly how to take action.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Joseph Trujillo, with mainly working in the broadcast room, but today we're going to be living here.
I immediately thought of my own community growing up. A lot of them do not know the true implications of these hazards because when we really think about it, even in Peru, all we ever experienced were earthquakes. We have generational knowledge of that hazard, but when it comes to anything else, to tornadoes, to hail, we don't really have a lot of understanding of the hazard altogether. And when that news came out, I immediately thought of my own community, that it could easily happen to them or really any here in the United States. And, it doesn't have to be that way. And I remember just feeling so heartbroken by it, but at the same time, motivated to do something about this. It was really a big reason why I went 180 from broadcast to research. Instead of going into television, I really wanted to address some of the more systemic issues in, expanding beyond the language barrier. If you don't speak English in this country, you don't have access to life-saving information, and that's the reality of things.
Información accesible sobre los tornados, cómo funcionan. No es, en aquel momento no era información accesible.
Volunteering grassroots efforts can only go so far. We need to address it head on and, speak with the government agencies that are in charge of all of this and ask them, that especially here in America, with there not being an official language, we need to make sure that everyone receives life-saving information. The National Weather Service has openly embraced it, that Spanish language information should be accessible across the United States. Even our own director of the National Weather Service in his mission plan has a bullet point for this now to make sure that information is equitable across the board. And so I really do think this is the beginning of a lot of new initiatives in the future.
Are we ever going to see TV meteorologist Joseph Trujillo? Is that a possibility?
It is. At the end of the day, I am still, what wakes me up in the morning is seeing news stories out there of my local communities, doing amazing things and being uplifted and elevated. And at the end of the day, that's truly the only reason why I do this work.